Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
His wishes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail, the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
I would never masturbate while eating toast. I mean, just imagine the trouble those crumbs could get into.
On the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
It's called flapjack orgasm after 2 things your mom likes.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, I hope he didn't die. Unless he left a note naming me his successor. Then I hope he did die. Welcome to Plotty Time. We'll start where we always start, Dr. Syintist. What are you playing? What are you watching? What are you doing? What's going on with you?
Well, I finished up Love, Death, and Robots Season 3.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's got its classic hits, misses. You know how Love, Death, and Robots goes.
Yeah.
Now I kind of want to watch the first 2 seasons again.
What's stopping you, man? Time?
Life. Time.
Oh, yeah.
Life
Hear you,
sucks.
bro.
Storms taking out internets.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. Shit happens. Now it's sunny out. What's the deal?
It's almost like a week later. The weather could be different.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're right. Very good point.
The only movie I watched this week was a movie called No Sudden Moves. No Sudden Move, singular.
No sudden move.
It has Don Cheadle and Benicio del Toro, John Hamm.
Sounds like a winner.
Yeah, it's they're like these criminals that get together and they're hired to do like a simple job, which is like break into something and steal something, but it ends up turning out to be something completely different.
I assumed this is some kind of checkers game? Checkers movie?
I don't know what that means, so I'm going to say no.
You know,
But
checkers.
they're playing
to check-
checkers. No sudden
chess.
move.
No.
Look, not all my jokes going to be great.
Oh, that
Sorry.
was a joke.
Fuck you.
But no, it's set in like the 70s, maybe 60s. They're kind of like wearing bowler hats and gangster stuff.
Come on. Oh, this sounds like it'd be fun.
I think it may be based on a true story. I'm not 100% sure.
All right. Was it good, though?
I enjoyed it, yes.
Nice.
I mean, it has Don Cheadle and Benicio del Toro and John Hamm.
I know. That's what I mean. It has to be good.
And it also has David Harbour.
David
and-
Arquette?
No. And Kieran Culkin,
Oh.
as I'm looking through it.
Oh, and you're just going to not mention Brendan Fraser's in it?
What?
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
I mean, he's credited.
According to the IMDb.
I don't see him.
Oh,
Ray
he was
Liotta's
writer,
in it.
director.
Oh.
That'd be wild.
I don't remember seeing him, but whatever. Yeah, sure.
He probably looks a lot different than you remember in Encino Man.
Is it a different movie than No Sudden Move?
No, I'm looking at No Sudden Move. It's directed by Steven Soderbergh,
Oh, it's a Soderbergh film.
Don Cheadle, Benicio del Toro, David Harbour. I mean, that's John Hamm. That's 4 for 4 of what you already named, right?
Oh, yeah, there is Brendan Fraser in it.
Jesus.
Man, he's fat.
The day I told you he doesn't look like Encino Man anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
It just kind of makes me want to watch Encino Man again.
Or The Mummy.
I bet Encino Man holds up.
Oh, yeah.
As
Pauly
much
Shore.
as it did.
Pauly Shore ages like fine wine.
Did Pauly Shore ever do a bad movie?
Okay, so he's done Encino Man,
In the Army
Son-in-Law,
Biodome.
In the Army Now, Biodome. What was the one where he was a juror? Is it just The Juror or something
The
like
Juror, yeah. Something like that.
Man, I completely forgot about
that?
that.
The Jury? Jury Duty.
Jury Duty. That Pauly Shore is dead.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Not a single stinker among them. You're right.
Yeah. Classic.
Who was in Young Einstein?
Yahoo Serious.
That's right. That was not
These words don't make any sense.
Pauly Shore. Yeah.
I know all these words, but in this order, they don't make any sense.
Good stuff.
Yahoo Serious. I still have no idea who Yahoo Serious is.
Don't know how we got on this topic.
All I know
Brendan
is
Fraser, that's right.
Young Einstein. I don't think he
Yeah,
did
I don't think he
anything
did
else.
anything else.
I'm looking at the cover for Young Einstein, and I know I've seen that like on a poster on the wall of Terry's Music Explosion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He splits an atom with a chisel.
Yeah, but remember?
It blows up his shed. Come on.
How do you not remember this movie?
I don't remember this at all. Apparently, this guy Yahoo Serious only has 3 fucking credits to his name. Young Einstein, Reckless Kelly in 93, and Mr. Accident in 2000.
I kind of remember Reckless Kelly.
Yeah, I just remember Young Einstein. He's like an Australian dude.
Anyway, the movie was no sudden move.
Oh yes, and it was good. I heard.
Yeah, I'd recommend it if you have time.
Okay. No sudden move.
And I played this little indie game called Alba. It's just you play as a kid who goes to visit his grandparents, and you got to take pictures of birds and stuff to try and save the nature reserve. It was all right.
Second there, I thought you said Aldo.
No, be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Well, you probably never played Pokemon Snap, but it's a lot like Pokemon Snap.
I think I've
Okay.
seen the game itself once or twice.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar. Or wait, am I thinking of Alma from fucking what's the horror games we
Fear.
did? Fear. There it is. Man, I could really go for another Fear game.
Yeah.
VR.
Fear VR. Fuck yeah, man.
Fear. No, there's something there, I think.
Fever.
Anyway.
VEAR.
They call it fever, but it's fear and VR. Whatever.
All right, let's stop getting off on tangents on what I did. Let's start getting off on tangents of what Poppascotch did.
Yeah, let's check that out.
Ooh, thanks for asking. So I finished watching, well, I guess I didn't mention this last time, but I started watching and finished the 5th season of Better Call Saul.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Got through the whole 5th season and then realized I've watched this before.
Wow, really must have hit a nerve there.
Right? It's almost as if
The episodes are the same.
watching things on one TV and playing video games on the other just doesn't lead me to retain either of them.
No, I've tried that.
Now you just got to practice more.
You're right. I'm still going to do it. Great show. The 6th season is winding down. That's the final one, so I'm excited to see that now. Because that one I know for sure I did. It just started a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
It's probably pretty good to get a refresher on what's going on.
Yeah, might as well.
Well, I agree. But the problem was I wasn't certain that I saw season 4. So I just rewatched season 4 and 5.
Oh,
Having already watched both of them.
can't have too much Odenkirk.
No, he's fucking great in it. He's absolutely fantastic. But I did watch another movie that I know Chump Slap has seen. I think Dr. Syintist has also seen.
Oh, yeah?
I think. I finally got around to watching We Need to Do Something.
Nice.
It was fucking awesome.
Right?
Is that the one where they're in a bathroom?
Yeah.
Did you see it, Dr. Syintist?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was fun. I remember you spoiled the one part when they reached out the door. I after we saw it, I was like, wait, Chump Slap mentioned something like this.
What? When he reaches
Where
out
they
to
like
him?
reach out the door and then it's like a dog licking them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that whole moment. And then I guess everybody's mutants outside. I don't know what
I don't
the
even know
ending
what's
was,
going on
but
in the end. Yeah.
I think it's like the end of the world and just overtaken by creatures or something.
it's
I don't
still
know.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I love how the dad starts going blind and shit.
Oh, like bleeding from his eyeballs,
Yeah. Because he's sucking on fucking.
sucking up alcohol swabs
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh,
Who played the mother?
I don't know. She was someone famous, I think.
She looked very familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll look it up. But I also rewatched Fear Street Part 1 and 2
Yeah.
because the wife hadn't seen it, so we both watched those two, and they're fun.
They're still good, yeah.
I don't think it's like the best horror I've ever seen, but it wasn't a waste of my time. It was fun.
It's better than an R.L. Stein story I thought would be, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it'd be like for kids, but it is not.
The mom is Vanessa Shaw, and 310 to Yuma she was in. Hocus Pocus, Eyes Wide Shut. I've never seen any of these. Those have eyes.
I remember her. She was the Hocus Pocus. She was the girl
Yeah. Well,
that the main
good
kid
one.
liked.
Okay. I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
You're just not a Hocus Pocus head like me and Dr. Scientist. That's the
No.
problem here.
No, I'm not.
No. You seem fine with it. But she's been in plenty of stuff. She's been working for years. Other than that, I watched another movie that we've all seen and loved. I don't think I've seen it in at least 15 years.
Whoa.
Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Nice.
Dewey Cox story. It's a fantastic biography.
But I
It's
don't want
great.
a hangover.
There's no hangover. Well, then it must be extremely expensive.
That's
It's the
thing.
cheapest drug there is.
That's my favorite part.
The wife loved that part. It was great. It's like, well, I don't want to get addictive. It's non-habit forming.
It makes
gotta make
sex
sex
better.
It's pretty great. And then by the third time he's doing other drugs, he's like, just give me it. But yeah, so that is what I watched. What did I play? I played a little bit more FIFA. I mentioned it last week. I kind of started it. I'm just kind of, I don't know, man. I had problems this week getting into serious gaming sessions, so I only played for like 20 minutes at a time.
I hear
It was like
you,
100
man.
degrees every day. It's kind of.
Yeah, fuck, it sucks. So
No more trenches.
whatever. No, I
No more
finished
French drains.
French. No, it's flowing pretty well. We had a little bit of rain recently, and
Nice.
seems to be holding up. So I nailed it. But I also played another game that I'm fairly certain both of you forgot came out. I remembered
Told you
because I got the special edition delivered out of nowhere because I forgot this game came out. And it was a game I discussed on the podcast that I was going to buy the super special edition. It's Evil Dead the game.
Oh, yeah.
Completely forgot it existed.
Yeah, it is I guess we have to talk about this term now because there's 3 of them. But the one review I saw was a movie property multilateral multiplayer game. I guess that's what they're calling Left 4 Dead style multilateral.
Oh, okay.
It's not great. But I played a little bit. I still haven't beat any of the 6 missions that are like the single player version.
Yeah.
Like you have 6 missions and you go beat those and you unlock the full cast of characters. And the jobby is you're supposed to play online with friends, which I don't have.
Yeah, I hear that.
But again, the game's only $40 out the gate. So
You find anything? Did you get anything cool with the special edition?
I got a ton of shit with the special edition. I got a T-shirt. I got an art book. The vinyl's not here yet, but they mentioned in there the vinyl soundtrack is coming. It just wasn't available yet because of shortages.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm getting the vinyl soundtrack, which is exciting. There's a couple other things in there. The only thing I didn't get out of the super special edition that I wanted was the actual physical copy of the Necronomicon. They have a really nice version.
Oh, nice.
I hate to break it to you, Poppascotch, but it's not the actual Necronomicon.
It is. It's real
That's
human flesh.
Crazy.
That's why they didn't have enough.
Then why was it so expensive? What is that? Saving Silverman?
Yeah.
Where it's like, that's probably a fake shirt. It's like, no, it wasn't fake. It was really expensive. But yeah, so that's what I watched. That's what I played. So far, Evil Dead game, fun, but it's very hard.
Yeah, it's when you're playing by yourself, I guess.
Yeah, it's because you go down pretty quickly and there's no one there to save me because
Yeah.
I'm playing by myself. So
Exactly.
it would have been nice if they did the thing in like in Zombies where they give you like a free revive,
Yeah.
but they don't.
Mm.
Apparently, there's a bunch of DLCs coming out. I get all those too. We'll see how that goes. But it's definitely the world of like all the Evil Dead movies and the TV show.
Oh, okay.
But so I mean, I've dicked around in it a little bit. So far, it's cool. We'll see how it goes.
Go.
That's all I got. So how about you there, Sir Chump Slap? What are you playing? What are you watching? What are you doing? What's going on with you?
Well, let's see. Watched a couple things. You guys ever hear of this little show from back in the day, Kids in the Hall?
It was a decent Canadian show.
Canadian? No, I wasn't watching Canadian stuff back then.
Well, you're missing out.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah, go watch the old ones because the new one was okay. I mean, it's classic Kids in the Hall, and it's all just references to older shit.
I still think my favorite line in any Kids in the Hall skit is, "I'm a professional golfer, so obviously I wake up in garbage."
It's a great show.
It really is.
Really great show.
There's a lot of Brain Candy references, so if you've never seen Brain Candy, get your fucking ass out there and watch it. 'Cause Brain Candy's amazing.
Man, I know I've seen it, but it's been a while since I've seen Brain Candy. And I know for sure I didn't see Brain Candy nearly as many times as you guys did.
Nah, it's like 25 years old now.
Oh, yeah, it must have been the 90s, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's pretty good, though. I mean, I had a good couple laughs. And if you watch the old Kids in the Hall, you'll get a lot more of the jokes. But yeah, it's good shit.
There you go.
I watched this movie. I don't know one of you guys talked about it. Honeymoon?
Yeah, I saw that. Is that a lake?
It's at a lake where the woman
Yeah.
disappears overnight. Yeah. It gets real. What the fuck?
Yeah?
Yeah, it's Very strange because they're just there on their honeymoon. She disappears overnight. She comes back and she's like a totally different person, personality-wise, and she's trying to like hide something from the guy. It's fucking... There's a really sick scene in it, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a little messed up.
Would you say it slaps?
It slaps pretty good.
Okay.
But, I mean, yeah, give it a watch. Because, like, in the beginning, I was like, oh, this is... All right, it's just going to be another go-to-a-cabin horror movie. But it's fucking very strange. And they don't really answer the questions that you have. But it was fun. It was a good watch.
Sort of. I mean...
Yeah. Well, watching the credits, there were like 8 men in black, we'll call them, credited in the movie. And I was like, I didn't even see any of them during any of those scenes that they were talking about. It was weird.
Dude, stop selling. You got me, all right?
It's good. Check it out. Honeymoon. I think it's on Amazon.
It's directed by a woman by the name of Lee. I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly. Janiak?
Sure.
Janiak? She directed the 3 episodes of Fear Street, 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, really?
Because I saw the name and I'm like, I've seen that before somewhere.
The first 3 seasons or the first 3 episodes?
Well, they're
it's
like
3 movies.
There's 3 parts.
Oh,
they call
yeah,
them.
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have been more clear, but yeah. So, thumbs up, thumbs down. You're saying
It's definitely worth a watch. Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah, it's very strange because you're like, what the fuck?
And then it just gets weirder.
Oh, it's so cool when they're like, we got to hide you. Remember that part, Syintist? It's pretty neat. Yeah, check it out. Honeymoon.
Interesting. All right. Honeymoon.
And I also watched another fucking... This one slaps.
Okay.
Rent-A-Pal.
That sounds like a slapper.
Yeah, it sure does. Should we go back to guessing?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Rent-A-Pal. Do you have an idea yet, or do you want me to wing it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm going to guess that this is about a guy who steals an ambulance to rob a bank. And he needs to rent a robot pal to be his gunman and another robot pal to be his driver.
Is that it?
That sounds neat.
That's it.
I'd watch that.
But it's probably not it. I'm going to think it's a guy who has trouble making friends, so he makes a web art ad to, like, you can rent him as being a friend for something.
Interesting.
Just to do things. And then he turns out he gets to be a friend with a serial killer. Just for throwing that in out there, because it's got to be sloppy
I like where you're
somehow.
going. No, it takes place in the 80s, and it's a 40-year-old guy who lives with his mom. She has dementia, so he takes care of her all the time. And he's doing, like, remember VHS, like, dating services?
Yeah, with
Sure,
the
yeah,
videos.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He's
I
doing,
know of
well,
them.
yeah, I mean, you knew they were a thing.
Yeah.
So he's doing that, and he finds a video called Rent-A-Pal, and it's Will Wheaton, and he's doing like a conversation with you.
I can't stand Will Wheaton.
I can't either, but it's just a VHS tape where you put it on, and it's like just a guy sitting there talking. He's like, "Hey, what's your name?" Oh yeah, that's neat. Blah blah blah. Just like a one-way conversation.
Sure, okay.
And this guy just gets like addicted to it. Like every time something happens in his life, he's like rewinding to a specific spot so he can talk to the fucking guy on the screen and shit.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's real fucking creepy.
Huh.
And it's slappy as hell. Because eventually the tape gets destroyed and he freaks the fuck out and has to go find another one. And
Well, I mean, his whole friend is gone.
yeah. I mean, because he doesn't have any friends, so it's fun. It's a good time. Well, it's not fun. It's fucking creepy as hell.
Man, awesome. I'm excited.
Yeah, so check out Rent-A-Pal too. So Honeymoon, Rent-A-Pal, and fucking Kids and All. They're all winners this week.
Nice.
Not a very rare week
I know.
in Slapland.
And I played a little bit of Cyberpunk, but really, it's still only like 30, 45 minutes at a time. And then I'm like,
You still just
that's
can't get into
enough.
it? Can't marathon it?
There's times when I'm playing, I'm like, this is fun. This is cool. And I'm like, I don't, whatever. I'll do the next mission tomorrow.
I hear you.
But yeah, I will finish it eventually. Mark my words.
I mean, eventually you're just going to run out of stuff to talk about
Yeah,
or run out of stuff to play, and you'll be like, all right, fine, whatever.
I know. Well, that's where I feel I am now because Elden Ring's done until the DLC. So
And then you're going to start a new character when the DLC comes out and get 90 more hours out of it.
Maybe. Well, this character only made 60 hours. The second character was only 60 hours and I'm done with him. So there.
You definitely got your money's worth out of that game.
Oh, yeah. 300
good
some
job.
hours. No problem.
Good job. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and move into video game news / stuff.
What's going on in the video game?
I love it. So, as promised last week in NFT news.
Oh, nice. I thought he was going to bluff us.
Yeah.
No, and I know, Dr. Scientist, you're going to love this. As we all know, the NFT market, the blockchain associated grifts, as they're called, they had a bad month. They had a bad month. I remember our text chain where you said Luna's now worth literally zero of itself.
I bought it all.
Not at all. In case it comes around. So the market's collapsing. Like, there's no way around this. It's happening. So this seemed, as far as the company GameStop thought, this seemed like the perfect time to release their NFT marketplace.
Oh, nice.
So this is their quote. I'm just going to read this thing for you. What the internet did for communication, blockchains do for value. Now, global communities can connect, coordinate, and transact like never before. Public, permissionless, credibly neutral value layers equal power to the players.
Wow.
What does any of that fucking mean?
Well, what the internet did to communication, it's going to do to value. Turn it to shit.
Yeah, don't you understand that? You got a hodl.
I'll tell you what, I like their cojones where they're like, you know what? Our entire global economy is based on made-up money. How about we just make up our own?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
They gave it a shot, you know? Didn't take, because everyone's like, society believes the dollar or the euro is worth something. They did not do the same with NFTs. I think they came too hard out of the gate.
I think so. I think you're right.
With fucking $3 million NFT of the first tweet. Go fuck yourself. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's NFT news. In other news, very exciting news, the Dead Space remake has a release date.
Oh, yeah?
January 27th, 2023, the game's coming out.
Is Callisto Protocol coming out before that?
I don't believe so. I haven't heard much news on the Callisto.
I know, right? It's really annoying.
It is a little annoying. I'll have to check it out. But, hey, Dead Space remake, January 2023.
All right.
And from everything I read, it's a complete overhaul.
I'm
I'm excited about it.
Just the first game, or is it the whole trilogy right away?
It is supposed to be just the first one.
Oh, okay.
And they said during October, there's going to be a substantial look at the game. So they're going to reveal more gameplay, stuff like that. I mean, I expect it to be pretty close to the original, but
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't give a shit. Any reason to play Dead Space again, I'm in.
Right?
So then, in other news, I forgot about this. Now I'm reading what I just... So you guys remember that we did the game a couple weeks ago. Was it a couple weeks ago? I don't even remember. Time doesn't matter. Scarface.
Yeah.
We did that. I'm looking at was that last season? That was this season, right?
That was
Who knows?
months ago at this point.
Man. Anyway, I'll look that up later. Apparently, there was a sequel being developed for that game, and it actually just got canceled. But
Just now?
No, it didn't. It got canceled way back in 2009.
Okay. Wow.
But Radical Entertainment was making this game. It was called, well, they didn't have a name for it, but basically the idea was all these crimes and all these shootouts and all this crazy shit happening in Miami. Tony decided to bail, till the heat dies down. So he goes to Vegas, and then you basically start building your empire in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Which I think it would have been fun to see, like, an 80s version of Las Vegas.
Yeah, that might have been decent.
I mean, on the PS2 graphics. By the way, we did Scarface: The World Is Yours on August 5th, 2021, so it was not a couple weeks ago.
Couple 50 song.
Whichever. And then in other news, Silent Hill leak came out where they had 8 images of concept art.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's like, well, whatever, anybody can Photoshop this. But then Konami, being the smart people that they are, sent a DMCA strike against these people. So everyone's like, oh, well, clearly this is real then.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would they do that if this was fake? So basically, they inadvertently confirmed there's a new Silent Hill game coming out.
New or a remake?
Well, funny you say that. This is a new game.
Oh.
A whole other company is actually working on a remake of probably the most perfect game that ever existed, Silent Hill 2.
What company?
Blooper?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Blue Point.
No, Blooper something or other. Blooper Team. I'm not sure what that is, but they're working on a Silent Hill 2 remake. Supposedly, reworked puzzles, new endings, timed PlayStation exclusive. So there's multiple Silent Hill projects going on right now.
Isn't a blooper a casual shoe for yachting?
The Blucher.
Okay, well then, that's all I got for video game news / stuff. How about we get into it? How about we get into this amazing game that we all love?
Let's fucking check it out, man.
Before we go, did anybody play this? No. I did not.
No.
I never played it, but I definitely remember seeing the case for it.
Yeah.
That's almost playing it.
Yeah, it's like I saw it somewhere to rent once, maybe.
This week, we're playing the game that asks the question, is overthrowing other governments by secret CIA spies a whole bunch of fun? We're talking about Just Cause.
Just Cause.
It was released September 27th, 2006.
Wow.
Number one song in the country. Any guesses? By one of the most famous crazy people of all time?
Kanye West.
Yes.
I can't think of a Kanye song.
I don't know.
It's Stronger.
Stronger? Is that the name of the song?
Stronger by Kanye West.
I don't even know what that one is.
Stronger.
I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Number one movie, animated movie about, well, I never saw it, but I assume it's about hunting.
Bambi.
Jesus. It's from like the 40s.
Pharrell, Happy.
Animated movie about hunting.
I assume it's about hunting. I've never seen it.
Open Season.
It is Open Season. I was just going to say it.
That's a movie?
Nailed it.
I guess.
I never heard of it.
And then this day in history, September 27th, 1864, the Jesse James gang surprise attacks a train, killing 150 people.
Holy shit.
That's so many people.
It is.
Everybody romanticizes the Jesse James gang. It might have been that they were a couple assholes.
That's a mass murder. That's a big scale.
That's so many. Anyway, this game was released for PC, PS2, and Xbox, developed by Avalanche Studios, published by Eidos Interactive. It is a third-person, single-player action-adventure nonsense simulator. And since I picked it, do you guys just want me to roll right into this?
Fucking bring it on, bro.
Please.
I can't wait to hear about it.
The quicker we start, quicker we're done.
Mm-hmm.
First off, I just want to say, as I was watching the video, listening to your mentor and your boss, Tom Sheldon, I'm like, God damn it, this guy's a lot like Sully, isn't he?
That's because it is Sully's actor, isn't it?
Same voice actor in the first Just Cause game.
Oh.
They changed it up in 2, 3, and 4, but this is Sully.
I
Same
really
voice
did
actor.
not like Sheldon and Kane.
No, he's kind of annoying.
Yeah, this game, you play as Rico Rodriqez, who is essentially a professional government overthrower, dictator, murderer. There's a lot of
They named the Rico Act after him.
yeah, that's what they did.
racketeering, right?
Mm-hmm.
There it comes again. We're just going to always talk about racketeering. But anyway, it takes place present day for the game, so 2006, on a Caribbean island named San Espirito. It's a nation in turmoil. There's a guerrilla movement known as the People's Revolution Army of San Espirito, and they are fighting against the horrible dictator Salvador Mendoza.
I love the names.
Yeah. Now, I know I played 3, and I know I played 4. I don't remember if I played 2. I might have. But the point I'm getting at is it's more of a people freedom fighter narrative they go with moving forward rather than a you work for the CIA overthrowing governments. Because if you guys know anything about history, America has thrown over a lot of South American governments. Too many.
Mm-hmm.
So we start with Rico on a plane, and he's a dictator overthrower. That's what he does. You jump out of the plane. You immediately start blasting people to rescue your boss, who's on the ground, mentor Tom Sheldon. And I just think the voice actor's name is Richard McGonigal, which is a fun name to say.
That's a cool name, too.
Dick McGonigal. Dickie Mickey Gonny.
That's a terrible nickname.
And I like to imagine that this is what Sully did before he met Drake. Like, these both take place in the same universe.
Yeah.
And you escape the beach, and you get to a shack where you meet your other fellow agent, Maria Kane, who immediately slaps the shit out of the Rico and says, this is for last time. So, I don't know, romance gone wrong or a mission gone wrong?
You got history.
Yeah.
You do this all the time.
But she is mostly useless the entire rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
She's just hanging out with Sheldon. I don't know if she even goes on any missions or does anything.
Now she just likes to talk snarky the whole time.
I don't think neither of them do, Sheldon or Kane.
No, but in the future installments, Sheldon is more of a, not so much a mentor or a boss who tells you to do things. He's more of like a, man, what's another good example? It's like a resupplier who just drops in and delivers you cars or weapons, like with a helicopter.
Oh, yeah, he does that in this, too.
But that's all he does in the future games, thank God.
Makes sense.
So, you get a mission brief. You find out the big bad guy, Salvador Mendoza. He's backed by the Montano. Is it Montana or Montana? I might have done that wrong.
I have no idea.
We'll say Montano Drug Cartel.
No, it's Montano.
Yeah.
Montano Drug Cartel. And they also have the military and police under their control. And they're fighting the People's Revolution led by a guy named Jose Caramicas.
Mm-hmm.
He's in prison. Your first mission's to break him out, getting tight with that group, and they're going to help you a lot to kill this dictator. Makes sense. I understand where we're going so far.
Yeah.
So you go to some old fort, massacre everyone,
Nice.
and then you save him last minute from an interrogation room, and he's immediately your best friend. You briefly meet his crew. You have gained his trust completely. And then you head back to the briefing again.
Yeah.
There's a lot of just, you do something, go back and do the briefing. Just go back to a briefing. So I'm going to skip over some of these.
Fair enough.
It's a bunch of fetch quests, basically.
Bunch of fetch quests. Bunch of go blow this up or kill this person by blowing them up.
Yeah.
That's a lot of this game. Really, the later versions took a way less serious story approach and just gave you ridiculous weapons and a grappling hook to fucking destroy whatever you want. And it's a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun games.
Fair.
Destroying stuff with a grappling hook.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, they give you the grappling hook in this game, but you can only grapple certain things. In future games, you can grapple whatever the fuck you want. It's awesome. You grapple a cow and attach it to a plane as it's taking off, and then you blow up the plane with a rocket launcher. Endless fun, guys.
All right.
So this time, a guy by the name of Franco Alifano is coming in with a big bunch of cash to buy a bunch of drugs. Your job is to basically go to Alifano and kill him, and then take the money, and then you are now going to go undercover as him because no one knows what he looks like. He's just showing up.
That sounds like a terribly dumb idea, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Sheldon original. So you go there and you do that, and then you meet up with a guy by the name of Edmundo and his, I don't know, partner, lady, Immaculata Palmiera,
Yeah.
who apparently only talks in sexual innuendo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a language of love.
You wouldn't understand.
I guess not. You're right. Haven't lived that much. So Edmundo wants you to destroy a Montano farm that will hurt their cocaine business.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're kind of playing all sides. You're just on the side of chaos and overthrowing this guy.
I don't understand. If you were dressed as Franco Alifano, why would Edmundo ask you to do that?
I don't know either.
Yeah, like, oh, you're here. You've got the money. Here's your drugs. Sweet. Hey, can you maybe, I don't know, go to this farm and blow it up?
Oh, yeah.
It'd really do me a solid.
There's a whole bunch of gangsters there, but, you know.
So you do that. You blow up the farm. And then your next mission is to help a guy by the name of Carmona become the chief of police. So this is kind of the way of you flipping the police for your needs.
Mm-hmm.
The way they do this is pretty easy. You kill the old corrupt police chief named Velasco on a yacht, and from then on, Carmona gives you intel.
Which, if you're trying to overthrow the government, why would you want to put another corrupt police officer in there?
You don't know anything about overthrowing governments, do you?
No.
No, I don't. I'm not an expert on this.
I'll admit I'm not an expert on that.
No, I think it was mostly just so if he has a puppet in there for him, Rico, if Rico has a puppet on the police as the police chief, then the police will leave him alone. He just has to fight the army. Maybe that's my.
I assume that's
guessing.
what it is, just to like get him off his back for now.
I am assuming that's what it is, but that doesn't make it smart or good decision.
Yeah, if your police chief has a yacht, I mean, come on.
Yeah. And then next up, you have to kill General Jose Durango. And his weakness is, get this, the lady.
Oh. So you dress up as a lady?
Tell me.
You should have.
That's where I thought the game was going, too. I mean, look. Rico is a pretty looking dude. Let's just be honest here.
Oh, yeah.
He can pull it off. General Jose Durango goes to a club by the name of Volcano every night and meets with a sex worker and does his thing. So in order to stop him and you know, kill him, you just go to the club and kill everybody. And I think you kill him while he was having sex. This part was not clear.
Sure.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think he was like maybe at least close to
Finishing sealing the deal.
Yeah, sealing the deal there with the hooker that he pays.
It's just really funny when we look at all these games we've done from like the PS2, Xbox generation.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever there's sex in it, it's always like the butt of a joke. You know what I mean?
Well, sex was a joke in the past. You didn't know that. Then AIDS came, and then forget about it.
Well, I mean,
you need to work on your timeline.
just a little bit. But I think it's more of they just had childish writers,
Yeah, and they were
yeah.
aiming towards
childish players.
Yeah, teenage kids.
Yeah, they were like, teenage kids play this game. Let's just go for boobs and dick jokes.
Yeah,
Throw a fart in every once in a while.
Sure. No, you see, farts are for the little kids.
and the adults.
A well-timed fart, it's fun for the whole family. So you go back to your HQ with Sheldon and fucking, what's her name? She doesn't matter. She doesn't come up again in my whole notes. She's just there.
She
Chilling.
appears, but I don't think she does anything.
She's always just with Sheldon.
She's reading what was the magazine she was reading? Like something that was way too on the nose. I forgot to write
It was like
down, but
overthrowing governments quarterly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that. Something like overthrowing governments or rebellion quarter. I don't forget what it was, but yeah, little on the nose. But then you go there, and your next mission is to work with Esperanza Karamicas, who is the sister of Jose. And basically, you just go to an escort mission, and their whole reasoning for this was Sheldon saying, well, you know, Uncle Sam's paying for it, so you're going to go escort her to go buy guns from these gun runners. Surprise, surprise, the gun runners double-cross you. And Sheldon's like, this is bullshit. We were just about to double-cross them. Anyway, kill them all. So you do.
Boom.
And you get a nice turret sequence, bingo board spot,
Nice.
and a free smooch at the end.
Oh,
a smooch?
A little smooch. And then the next mission is to keep the army away from the broadcast center while the rebels broadcast their message. And, you know, that is what it is. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a tower defense mission. We've all been there.
yeah.
And then, out of fucking nowhere, this game's like, you need to get to the top of that mountain. That's where Mendoza keeps his WMDs. I was like, wait, what?
You didn't see that coming. You think that would be like top on the priority list?
Yeah.
Not
Right.
destroying drug cartels.
Going into a place unprovoked to find WMDs was very hot in 2006.
It worked out so well in real life.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Your job, all you were supposed to do is go there, and I guess this whole WMDs thing was a rumor. So you're going there to try and figure out if there's any truth to this at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kill everyone, and then the missiles launch, bro. They launch.
Oh, no. Quick, do something.
So you program one missile somehow to just come right back to where it shot off from. It feels like that code shouldn't allow that, right? Like you'd put in there.
Yeah, you think there'd be like a way programming that will just stop it from blowing itself up?
It's got to be like a couple more lines, like if this address, then
No.
no. While you've programmed the one to eventually turn around and come on back, you go and I believe you shoot down the other missiles.
Oh,
Yeah, something like that.
So Mendoza is now shaken, and you're like, this is a great idea. this is a great time to go blow up a power plant. So you do that.
Yeah.
And I kill probably a bunch of civilians while you do that. It's like the Star Wars Death Star situation.
Oh, yeah. You're killing civilians all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you head to observe some guy by the name of Dr. Otto Kleiner.
Sounds like a Nazi.
Yeah, man. This is... So he was apparently like a prodigy, like, you know, one of them Doogie Howser smart kids.
Mm-hmm.
But his protege? Is that the right word?
Something like that.
Progeny? The person that taught him shit when he was a smart kid was von Braun, the rocket scientist, you know, the Nazis had.
Makes sense.
So he's there. Dr. Otto Kleiner's on site. So you're like, okay, clearly there are WMDs. You blow up a convoy, and you eventually kill Kleiner so they can't make more missiles. I guess you did know there were WMDs because you shot them down.
Yeah.
Man, this game is fucking...
They just didn't feel like mentioning the WMDs until you needed to know.
Yeah. It's
Gotcha.
a need-to-know basis.
You have a mission where you go to an airport and kill Mendoza's shitty kids, Louis and Tommaso.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't even write down the names. I just wrote President's kids.
I think that's supposed to be like a Uday Hussein situation.
Yeah, this is
Like that kind of parallel.
a lot like that.
So now, Sheldon tells you, okay, time for the end game. When you were killing Mendoza's adult children, the Riojas were hunting down the Montanos. The Riojas were a whole separate gang, cartel, not gang, that I guess you ran into before
Yeah,
this.
you destroy their coca field.
Yeah, you set them on fire.
Rebels start torching everything. Everything's going according to plan. Then the mission really comes together. Montanos and Mendozas are going to make a run for the bank to get their cash and get the fuck out of town.
Makes sense. Because that's
Right?
That's how these things work. Keep it all at a bank and psh.
This is all coming down. Let's keep all of our money in cash in one location.
No one will ever burn it.
No.
And then, Dr. Scientist, you're going to be surprised what happened.
Oh, yeah? What happens?
While all of this is going down, you find out that your boy, Carmona, is working for the Black Hand.
The what?
What? Another
don't-
shady organization?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I just want to say, why don't they make the money fireproof?
It's the smartest thing you've ever said. Jeez. Carmona turns on you. He's been working for the Black Hand the whole time, which I guess is another cartel. They're all at police HQ. The rebels want to bring him to justice since he was part of the old regime, even though you put him in power. He's part of the, quote, old regime. So you go there to find out what he knows and then kill him. You meet up with Esperanza. You head to the prison. You need to bust her out immediately because she gets captured the second she walks in the door. You escort her out with a Jeep and a gun turret. You chase down Carmona in another turret. There's so many turrets. And then Esperanza and Immacula take him out. I don't know where Immaculata came from in this sequence.
I have no idea. She's still wearing the same clothes, right?
Yeah, she just shows up.
And then there's some kind of banter back and forth between Esperanza and Immaculata. I don't know why I'm having so much problems with that name. But I'm just going to say this, they castrate him.
Oh.
They decide which nut they want, and they go to town.
They make a nice ring out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they show it all. No, they don't show it. This is
They
implied.
show the whole thing.
So you go back to Sheldon, and he's like, oh, shit, we didn't get all the missiles from like 3 hours ago. One is in his Mendoza's personal ship.
Oh.
So you get there to his ship, and you find out that he's already on his way out of town via a chopper. So Rico's like, fuck, whatever, I'll blow up the ship. He blows up the ship, and then Mendoza heads to his private presidential island.
Makes sense.
So you kill a bunch of the Black Hand, and Mendoza starts the launch sequence. He's taking everybody with him. Sheldon, through some miracle of fucking resupplying, gives you an F-35.
Yeah, they just pull up like it's on the
Yeah.
street. Like, hey, get in.
The
Yeah.
keys.
And then they get out. I assume that thing needs 2 pilots, but what do I know? One of
No.
you guys could have really helped out here. So you take that, you chase down the 3 missiles that are already airborne. There's a joke in here, and I didn't write the whole thing down, but I'm paraphrasing. Apparently Rico was boning a bunch of old people.
I
I missed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was just
Go
some
watch that
daydream
again.
you had.
Yeah.
Maybe I really zoned out during this part. Tell me if I'm right about the rest of this.
Oh, he's watching Golden Girls on the other screen.
You're right. I'm watching something else. I'm not paying attention either. Things get mixed up. So you destroy the missiles. Then you need to get yourself an eyeball on Mendoza. You ditch the jet. You grappling hook onto the presidential plane while in air. Murder everyone on board. And you're like, oh, there's a president. I'm gonna get him. And then he jumps.
Doesn't he do a little dance here, like a capoeira type thing?
He's a cartoon character. I don't know what his
Yeah,
situation
it was
is.
just silly.
But he jumps out of the plane, so you're like, well, we can't just, send Sheldon or someone down there to what I assume is the ocean to go pick him up. So you jump off and you strap C4 to him and blow his ass up, and that's the end of the game.
You don't really strap C4 to him. You kind of just stick it.
Pat him on the back with it, yeah.
It's like a kick me sign.
Uh-huh.
Well, you attach it to him.
Yes.
Strapping, I guess, isn't the correct word, but...
It's very Point Breaky when he jumps out the plane after him.
Yeah.
Very Point Breaky. Point Breaky.
I like it.
That's a fucking movie. I need to watch that one again. I don't think the wife's ever seen that.
What?
Yeah, we got to correct that.
Yes, you do. So
That's it.
There it is. There's no end credit scene or nothing?
Are you trying to get me to talk about an end credit scene I don't remember?
No, I was just asking because I turned it off instantly after he put the bomb on.
Yeah, so I gave up then too. I was like, that's it. Done.
It's like, all right, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Well, if that's the dumbest thing you've ever seen, wait till we get to the other Just Cause games. Boy.
All right.
This one took like a serious angle, or at least, I mean, I won't say the story itself was more high stakes, more serious, and then by the time 4 comes around, it's all about giving you a basic framework of a story to blow everything up.
Yeah, yeah.
And boy, is blowing up stuff fun. I can't wait for Just Cause 5.
Nice.
I don't know when the fuck that's coming out, but... Anywho, that's it.
There it is.
That's a game. We did it. We got through it. We're better people.
Yes, I am. I'm always becoming a better person.
You're learning every day.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and move into final thoughts.
It's the final thoughts now.
Well, good. You can start.
Oh, great. You got a few zingers to throw at me? Maybe a question or two?
I can't wait to hear what Poppascotch has to ask me.
Oh, man. You want me to ask him? Okay. Did watching this video game... Did watching this video game movie make you fall in love with it? Was the story good, or was it a whole bunch of shit? And how many out of 27 stars, which is our metric for grading games, would you give this hit?
Wow. That was lovely. Thank you very much.
Nailed it.
Do I want to play it now after seeing this? No. It's old. I'm sure the newer iterations are better, but I don't know. I'm not sure I want to play that.
I'll tell you what. If you ignore the story, these games are a lot of fun.
I bet. It looks like it.
This is a story podcast, people.
Yeah. Get with it.
Idiots.
So what I think of said story, I think it was all fucking dumb as hell. It's another one-man army thing. Literally.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
One guy overthrows a whole bunch of drug cartels, an entire government, destroys weapons of mass destruction.
By himself, in a
I
plane.
don't see the problem here yet.
It's a one guy. That's the only problem with it. Otherwise, it was a perfect story from beginning to end. It's like Romeo and Juliet 2.
How could there be a 2? They're both dead after the first one.
Well, the next one's with their kids.
Oh, okay. The 16-year-old and the 17-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. I was waiting for you to call me on that one.
It's like Back to the Future, you know? Well, no. All right, the story...
I didn't see a DeLorean.
I don't know. As a basic story, I guess it works. If we can look past... Maybe if they made the story with Superman, it would make sense.
Well, that makes sense of at least stopping the missiles.
Yeah. I mean, how did his jet catch 3 fucking missiles?
He's that fucking...
Are they really slow missiles?
It's good. I mean, they're fucking rockets, bro. Like,
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know how fast missiles travel. I should have looked that up before this. I'm so sorry.
Probably as fast, if not faster than jets. I don't know. There are supersonic jets, so I don't fucking know. Whatever.
But these rockets, aren't they supposed to be like orbital, like going to space? I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. This was 06, right? Who the fuck
I feel
knows?
like we're We might be focusing.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. So, on a very basic level, the story worked. I don't know what else to say about it, but it was completely unbelievable, obviously. Didn't like the other characters. Wise Kane always fucking giving you shit. She's like laying out, sunning in a bikini, and she's like, "Stop looking at me, pervert."
Why? I still don't understand why she was there. She didn't go on any missions with you, I don't think.
No. She was
just
there
like there
with
for
Sheldon.
banter, like at the base. Like, oh, I'm on vacation. You look like you're doing a lot of hard work, but I'm not, so I'm just gonna hang out here.
Yeah. And why did we even need them there? Besides to get the jet. That was like the one thing they did.
I think, well, if this game is anything like the following ones, Sheldon's like the resupply guy, so you ask for a car and he drops off a car. Or
Oh, so he's actually doing work?
like that. He's actually doing work, yeah. I think he is. I don't know if Maria is.
Okay. Well, anyway, I didn't like the story. I thought it was pretty dumb.
Okay.
One-man army shit, we've seen it 1,000 times, and it didn't work this well. There was definitely... It took itself too seriously. There should have been more comedy, something to lighten the mood. So, let's go to score. Was this... You know what? I'll give it a good old 5.
What?
Okay.
It was a story. The whole point was for him to overthrow the government. A single man to do it, and that's what they did. And I think it's 2 better than Prison Break. So
That's a good point.
I mean, was it a good story at all? No. This is 5 out of 27.
Yeah, this is bottom, what, 13%? I
Yeah,
can't do
it's
that.
a terrible game, terrible story. But I mean, whatever. Let's pass it to you, scientists. Let's see what you guys say.
All right.
So, this video hit you where it hurts. Was the story good?
Or to give me the squirts.
I was going to say that. Sadly.
Awesome.
And how many out of 27 stars does this story desert?
Perfect.
Would I play it? No. Did it give me the
No
squirts?
notes.
Hell yeah.
I had to pause the video 3 times. I did
Yeah.
shit.
Made me so angry as shit. A bunch.
The characters
Roasted.
were all annoying and stereotyped and just, I don't know, overthrown. One guy just going in and overthrowing the government and by burning drug fields and money. It's just stupid.
It is stupid, but
I wish I had 2 more hands to give it 4 thumbs down. I don't know how you think this was better than Prison Break, because I'm going to give this 1 star.
I was going to give it a 3, but
my-
then I was like, oh, it's slightly better.
I wish. Is it better than Quiet Man? I don't know.
I don't know. All my scores stand alone, regardless of other games. So
It's trash.
Okay.
It's a terrible story. I wouldn't recommend any story ever like this ever. Give it 1 sad star.
Okay. That's
Do you
a big
think-
one burger.
do you think it got 1 star because we've seen this story 1,000 times? If this was the first time you've ever seen it, do you think you still would have given it 1
I'm
star?
pretty sure I gave every game like this 1 star.
You gave 50% of the games 1 star.
I was going to call you out on your previous scores, but I'm not going to do that because our system's perfect.
It is. It is perfect. All right. Fair enough.
Well, I mean, looking at all the games I gave 1, it's just as good as them. It's definitely not better than Call of Duty Ghosts or Homefront or The Division.
No, it's not.
I don't
Yes,
disagree
those
with you
all have
there.
2 stars.
The only place I do disagree with you was I think it was better than Shaq Fu.
I gave it the same score as Shaq Fu, so it can't
I know. It can't be. Someone ask me questions, please. Let's get this.
So this pile of shit make you want to plug it in. Was the story good or was it just a cardinal sin? And out of 27 stars, how many are you going to pin on its
Perfect.
chest?
On his chest, yep. That's what I thought you were going to say. Did this video make me want to play it? Being someone who's played 3 and 4 and fucking loved every moment of it, I really thought I'd see this video and be like, man, I need some Just Cause in my life. Maybe I'll go back and play this. Nope. Nope. Because the best part, I feel like, of this game is blowing up shit, and it's done way better in later games. So,
Yep, fair.
no, didn't make me want to play it. Did the story work for me? Mostly no. Mostly no, because most of the characters, like you said, were stereotypes. But also, on the other hand, I don't like the fact that they're like, this is the leader of the rebellion. So everything you think about past leaders of rebellions in real life or fiction, they have all those traits now. So you just automatically think all those things.
Mm-hmm.
They're the good guy in this scenario. No more character development. No thank you.
Hey, he had an accent.
Yeah. For being a game that is this silly and throwing in a grappling hook, it was way too serious of a story.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely was more serious than you making the other ones seem.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. They abandoned the story. I mean, there's still a story in the other ones, but it's essentially you're overthrowing a government and the dictator's like a huge asshole. And usually in the future games, it's just reiterating how much of an asshole the dictator is,
Yeah.
So by the end, you really hate him. But this one, yeah, was too serious. There was no reason for what's-her-name to be in it at all, other than to do a third person of banter, which you could have just given all that banter to, like, what's-her-name? Esperanza and Immaculata. And I just think it's in bad taste to talk about the CIA overthrowing governments in a fun game because it's happened so many times in real life before, and it's not a good look. We didn't give a shit about that back in 06.
No, sir.
So, score. You're right. It's so hard to, like, put it against previous ones.
That's why I don't.
You're right. I shouldn't. I got to get rid of this spreadsheet. But I am going to give it a 4.
Oh, thank God.
Just because
you like the other games that come out after.
I mean, I have to be honest with myself that that's got to be part of it. But I do think it's better than Prison Break, at least 1 point better. I think it's better than Shaq Fu, which I gave a 2, and I think it's definitely better than Fight Club, which I gave a 1.
I think you guys have to reassess where you rate Shaq Fu, not me.
It depends what the week is and how much beer I have in me.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
You didn't think of the alcohol handicap, did you?
It handicaps at least 2 points.
I don't know, 20. Whenever Chump Slap throws a 20 and we throw out 1 and 2, that's when you know he's in the bag. But yeah, so that gives us a total score of 10, which is exactly the same score we gave Siphon Filter 3 a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
It is 4 fewer than we gave Killzone 2. We gave that a 14.
Mm-hmm.
And Shaq Fu Alleged Reborn, we gave a 6.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of company it's keeping.
Sounds about right.
And I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's fine. The score is always, it works. It's always correct. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't think too hard about it, guys. It's based out of 27 stars. So, 10 is out of a total of, 81?
Mm-hmm.
I love how we're arguing so much about games but in the bottom 5% of our scoring system.
I swear to God, most of the games are.
There's not a lot of room at the bottom with our scoring system here. So, we got nothing else to say about this, and let's just move into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist classic 90s album Lock of the Week.
In the 90s was the music of a generation, yeah.
Every week, we ask Dr. Syintist for 100% guaranteed amazing 90s album recommendation, and he's never let us down, not even once. This week, Dr. Syintist, what do you got for us?
Well, in celebration of my birthday, we're going to just pick an album I like.
Oh,
Okay.
From the 90s still?
Yep, April 22nd, 1997.
422.
That's only probably going to work once.
Okay.
This one will be easy. You should be able to get it. I mean, one of my favorite albums.
All right. Let me get the buzzer ready.
The original last song on this album, the last song on this album was originally written by the bassist as a tribute to 3 of his friends.
It's Bro Him Tribute.
What's the album?
Pennywise.
That's the band.
About time.
Full Circle.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah! Fuck yeah!
The game is bullshit.
I don't even like Pennywise, but I knew that album somehow.
It's a great album. One of my favorites. Got them all. Just listen to it. And,
Do you have a lyric?
well, why? Chump Slap got it.
Well, we always
fucking
do it
fun.
I was
anyway.
going to say, we're killing off the planet. The end is drawing near. Brother fighting brother. A world unturned by fear. If we don't stop it, we slowly start to die.
I don't know that one. I would not have gotten it.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have got it from that line either.
Well, I didn't want to do any line from Broham Tribute.
Yeah, obviously.
So first circle that'd fight till you die. That's a good one.
Yeah, Society is where the quote came from.
Fight till you die.
Yeah, Final Day is good. All of them are good. The whole album's good. Listen to it.
One of Syintist's favorite albums.
Yep.
There you go. Shout out, birthday boy, Dr. Syintist. Pennywise's full circle.
And just for the record, Chump Slap's up 9.5 to 3.5.
I'll be quiet next week.
All right, fine. With that being said, let's go ahead and move into our new favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. Who would win in a fight?
We're gonna fight.
Ding, ding.
Fight around
Ding,
the
ding.
world.
Ding.
Every week we ask Chump Slap 3 who would win the fight questions, one from the game we just discussed, one from gaming in general, one from history or celebrity. That's more fun. This week, for the game we just discussed, there's only one matchup that matters, only one matchup that counts. Esperana versus Immaculata. Who do you got?
I don't remember which one was which, but the one in the red dress, she seemed like a
I don't remember which one was which either.
tougher
That's
chick.
Immaculata.
Yeah, she seemed like she was tougher. She knew what
Army uniform or red dress? They're only doing one character model, guys.
We're going red dress.
All right. There you go. Immaculata. That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
So from gaming, I'm pretty sure you know who both these people are.
I hope so.
We got a heavyweight bout.
Shit.
Heavyweight. Multiple games for both these characters.
King Hippo.
Oh!
Don't spoil future ones. But no, it's not King Hippo.
All right.
We got Captain Price from Call of Duty fame
Okay.
versus Jill Valentine from Resident Evil.
Oh, we just tried to pick two different things.
This is a thinker. I took some time with this one.
I'm Captain Price. What games was he in?
He was in the original Modern
Modern
Warfare.
Warfare, yeah.
Modern Warfare 2. I think he died in... Did he die in the second one? I think he... Spoiler for a fucking whatever.
Did Jill
15-year-old
Valentine
game.
ever die in the games?
No.
She got possessed by that weird chest heart thing. That series is all over the fucking map. But I'm pretty sure she did not die. I think the last one she was in was 5, maybe?
I think I'll go with Jill.
Just because she didn't die?
Because she
got
didn't
possessed?
die, and she's seen fucking crazier shit. I mean, war's crazy, but
War's hell.
war never changes, you know?
God damn it.
And she's seen fucking zombies, dogs, crazy stuff. Dogs, man. She's seen dogs, man.
She's on zombie dogs.
She has been in so many goddamn games.
Yeah.
So many of them. 5 was the one where she was possessed. Damn, that game came out in 2009.
Yeah, man.
Now-
You're old.
We'll get there.
But yeah,
There you
I'll
go.
go with her just because, I mean, regular army dude or some kick-ass zombie killing
Special
chick.
ops.
Yeah.
How many times did Captain Price kill Wesker? 0. There you go.
There you go, man. If you knew the answer, why'd you ask?
Because we want your take. It's your take.
All right.
How about one from celebrity? And we're going to have to imagine both these people in their prime.
Okay.
Jean-Claude Van Damme
Mm-hmm.
versus Jackie Chan.
Van Damme, dude.
Easy.
Jackie
Oh.
Chan. I've never seen Jackie Chan jump up and do a split on a cab or a countertop. And Van Damme splits can go beyond horizontal, you know what I mean? Like a V. It's disgusting.
I got to say, I was 100% sure you were not going to pick Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, you said his prime.
That's true, but Jackie Chan.
Yeah, what has Jackie Chan done except his own stunts?
Yeah, what's Jackie Chan gonna do? Fucking do some crazy shit with the ladder or like, I don't know. He's always
He's the MacGyver of martial arts. He uses
What does
everything
that
around
mean?
him.
That's like the Fort Knox of prisons.
First of all, excellent callback. Second of all, it means he uses everything around him, like he uses the ladder. He does. Did you ever see Police Story? That shit's amazing.
Well, this is a fight. It's not a choreographed
Super
fight
cop?
scene.
yeah. Well, I imagine a fight. They're in a ring with nothing. You know what I mean? Like celebrity deathmatch.
I suppose in that.
I mean, maybe Jackie Chan could do some high fly shit off the top turnbuckle or whatever, but
I mean,
no, Van Damme's gonna catch him.
did you see Claude Van Johnson? You see what he did in there? That's not even his prime.
Seriously.
We're going to get some emails about this. But if you want to send us some emails, and give Chump Slap shit for his pick there, where could they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
I'll send it to plottytime@gmail.com.
He'll personally read and respond to every single one. He has a 100% response rate so far.
Yeah, so far, man. Let's see it. Keep it going.
And if they want to get to us faster on the socials with more squaring and a photoshopped image of Rico Rodriqez.
At Plottytime on Instagram and Twitter. Or you can stop by the Reddit and be wrong about Jackie Chan winning.
Yeah, you could just join the other 37 of us.
Okay,
You'll
so
have
we don't
that
want to
time.
go with...
37?
Well, I guess that being said... Shout out to Blaine J. Shout out to Drago the Slago. Shout out to Luis Guzman. Shout out to Hamman. Shout out to Princess Di. We miss you. And we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.